And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Beyond the Bell. It is Thursday. It is May 23rd, 2024. It is 60 seconds after the bell, which means it's time to go beyond the news, beyond the charts, beyond the bell. Brought to you by our good friends over at the Blue Sky Trading Company for the clearest path to a live brokerage account. Live trading with Mike every day in the Discord. And this outstanding show, you have no reason to get your content, no reason to get your accounts anywhere. Check us out, bluesky.pro. The markets. Are you not entertained? Holy cow. Today was a nice day to trade. It was a really, really nice day to trade. This is an interactive show. I know we got a lot of people here because we're giving away 2 t-shirts today. Okay? But then we are giving away evals, not 1 eval, not 2 evals, not 3 evals, but 4 evals. We gave away 2 on Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday, yesterday, and today is 4. That's some good math right there, right? So hello, everybody. It's nice to see who do we got here. We got Heinrich, we got E-Trader Kenya, Chris, Mike, Ben, Tio, Hope, Chris, again, Mike, Casey, and all the people I'm missing. Hello, 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 hello. Let's jump right into it, guys. We got to talk about the big picture. As you know, guys, we do not do our giveaway until we hit 100 likes. So I need you to, as the kids say these days, smash that like button. We're at 51. We're already halfway there. In about 3 minutes, I'm going to ask our good friend Raj to, only shirts, no evals. Okay. So no shirts. That's good to know. So just evals. All right, guys. So in a couple of minutes, I'm going to have our good friend Raj post the link for the giveaway. Are we tying that to the survey, guys? Waiting for Raj's answer. Yes, we are. Okay. Survey is the entry. Excellent. So, guys, in just a couple of minutes, okay, Raj is going to post a link to an education survey that myself and Blue Sky Trading put together. We want to know what the next step is to help you guys education-wise. Before we're going to talk about the markets in just a second, but I came to Blue Sky a little over a year ago. Yeah, it was like December, I think, of 22, and started talking with them. And then started doing some webinars. The point is, guys, I connected with these guys. They're really good dudes over there. Mike, Josh, Raj, Asher, the whole team that I've interacted with are fantastic. But they really want to take the next step as far as what education is. Not a lot of prop firms really are dedicated to that. In fact, some don't care. So we put together just a short survey. It's going to take you just a couple of minutes to go through. So I'll ask you to do that while you're watching the show. The whole thing should take you less than 5 minutes, okay? And it will help us then to determine what is the next step. Is there anything else we can be doing? I'm sure that there is, and we'll talk about that. Sometimes I sit down with those guys virtually at night. And we just kick ideas back and forth. That's the way our brains work. So hopefully we can do that. All right. So the giveaway is up there, guys. And so again, that'll take you to a survey. Fill out the survey, and I guess we are giving away T-shirts. So yeah, we can do that. So pardon us as we work this out. Also, guys, I am going to put in the I'm doing a free webinar tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. The link for that is also at the bottom of the chat. But the survey is sticky to the top, so make sure you check that out. All right, now let's talk about the markets. NQ. I said yesterday, guys, as we were wrapping up everything with NVIDIA, I said if we open above 18,900, I am bullish all the way up to 19,000. If we get above 900, I think we're going to test 19,000. And sure enough, we did. In fact, it happened basically early this morning as we moved into the overnight session, came out of the overnight session. We opened we opened, I think, above 19K and then immediately retraced. Okay, and we are all the way down here at 18,700. That's a very strong rejection of 19,000. However, I do want everyone to keep one quick thing in mind here. Okay, yeah. So, guys, because we're doing the giveaway differently this time, they do have it set up to detect if you have multiple entries. Okay, you get one entry. So if you try to do this from like multiple addresses or multiple, you will get caught and you will get banned from all future giveaways. And that is something that they can do through this particular thing. So I'm advising you against that very strongly right now. You are banned, as in the words of the kid from The Sandlot, forever. Okay, so yeah, you're banned forever if you get caught with multiple entries. Keeping it fair and square here, guys. We've never had any issues with that kind of stuff, so I don't anticipate any here. But if you try multiple entries, you will get slapped forever. Anyway, I do want to just really quickly though, because this seems like a harsh sell-off. We came right back into this prior zone, but let's go back to what happened when we got to 18,000 the first time. All right, we got to go back a little ways here. Okay, so right here, let me pull up my drawing tools. Where are my drawing tools? Why are my drawing tools not up? Who didn't pull up my drawing tools? Raj. No, actually, it's not Raj. I forgot to do it, but it's fun to blame Raj for things because Raj is a really nice guy. This was when we first breached 18,000, right? And what happened after we breached 18,000? We shot down about 400 points almost immediately, right? We hung up here for about a day, and then boom, shot right down. We made a second attempt, shot right down. So it took us a long time before we could get some upside divergence from the 18,000 level. So is that what's gonna happen here? Maybe. All right. I think tomorrow is going to be very key because if we break out below this prior zone, if we get below 18,600, I think it's look out below. I think we actually could go test 500, 300, possibly even 18,000 if we rally back up from this zone. So basically, there's two ways to get through an overhead area on the chart, guys, right? We've done this before on the show. There's what's called a break, retest, and go, okay? And so pretend this is 19K. We obviously didn't do that, right? So instead, what we could do is a rejection, retrace, and then go. Or you can even combine them. Rejection, retrace, go, break, retest, go, right? So it's 19,000, right? It is a very key area. If we can get 19,000 behind us quite a ways, then we get the infamous 20K on deck. Could we hit 20K in calendar 2024? If we get some good news coming up, who knows? We could hit it by the end of the summer. But 20K will be on watch once we get back above 19K. But right now, nice selling tail on this, or buying tail on this candle here. So, the home office is in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania tonight? Okay. Nobody's gotten that gag yet. I'm trying to see. Yeah. Okay. You went long at 18.9 last night. Thanks for the hint in that. Well, I'll send you the address to mail the check. No, I'm kidding. Enjoy. Hope it gets you to pass an account or get you withdrawal or anything like that. And again, that's my, hopefully you didn't go long just because I said so, but hopefully you went long because you saw a setup and you had a thesis. And that's actually the point of my webinar tonight. So anyway, whew. Boy, it's been a week, guys. It's been a whirlwind few weeks for me. And so I kind of took a breath a little bit this afternoon, but there was some good trading. This today probably made my month very, very much. So let's get into the 5-minute here, guys, on the NQ, because again, guys, I have been saying, let me put my little white line on. This is where we opened. I have been saying, and this is why you need to tune into this show, right? I'm not going to sit here and tell you like, oh, make sure you trade this at this point or this point, but I can give you a thesis, and I can, as Lori just said, you can hopefully then use that to make some money. What have I told you about the market's behavior over the course of the past really few weeks, couple months, is that VWAP is back in play, right? VWAP was not necessarily something that was overly usable in the first couple months of the year. It's like any tool. There's weeks will go by and it works great every day. Weeks will go by and it doesn't work great. But I've told you, when we give up areas of VWAP, and we saw this last, in the prior weeks, we'd open below VWAP and then we'd punch and hold above, right? And then we're above it for the entire rest of the day here. Here, we actually attempted to push above, couldn't do it. And right here, guys, this is where, now there was other factors at play, and I'm sure there were some sell programs and all that hit, but this was another day where once VWAP was conquered, right? Once we were assured to not have, it was look out below. Okay. And again, I'm not saying just because we lost VWAP and failed to regain it fairly quickly is why we did all of this, but it was a contributing factor. When you talk about the big algos that come in, when you talk about the HFTs, high frequency traders, all of that kind of stuff going on. So, maybe tomorrow, if we get above VWAP in the first 30 minutes, maybe we hold the rest of the day. Now, remember, anything like this works 100% of the time until it doesn't. And actually, it even doesn't work 100% of the time beforehand. But these are the market behaviors, guys, that you should be paying attention to on a day-to-day basis, okay? And honestly, I say many, many times, the most important thing for a a day trader is screen time. So sitting in front of your screens, watching things develop, watching candles open, watching candles close, or whatever kind of charts that you use, watching the dome, all of those kinds of things. Even if you're not 100% sure what you're looking at or what you're looking for to start with, you still have to get that experience in and get that screen time in. Because seeing the markets in all their craziness, but seeing it day after day after day after day after week after month after year can really help calm you when things get a little nuts like they do today and let you just execute your setups. So hopefully that helps. Okay, so I do see some questions. And guys, I'm going to go ahead. Submitting the survey puts you in the giveaway, guys. That's it. Submitting the survey puts you in the giveaway. Also, I apologize for not catching up on the chat here. Let me catch up a little bit. 4-hour candles were gnarly, tipped. They sure were, my friend. Till, what do you think about ICT concepts? I don't know anything about ICT concepts. I really don't. I'm familiar. It's out there. I'm familiar. It seems to be very popular with some people and very unpopular with some people. It seems to be very polarizing. Honestly, you could do an ICT trade in front of me. I wouldn't know what you're doing. I've been very zoned in on my own stuff for the last couple of years because it's been working very well for me. And today is a day a lot of that hard work pays off. But this is one of those days that, you just got to, honestly, guys, if you're an experienced trader, and I know a lot of you are not yet, but if you're an experienced trader and you don't make money on days like today, I don't know what to tell you, right? These are the days we want as traders. These are the day we almost, in some cases, literally pray for as traders, right? All right, so guys, you're already kicking off the questions, so we're just going to go ahead right into the mailbag, and we're going to talk about anything trading related you want. As always, guys, if you have any questions for the mailbag, you can reach out to me at Discord, Trader Matt, or feel free to email me, matt@tiresiastrading.com. That's TIRESIAS trading.com. All right, so let's go ahead and get into any questions that you have or comments. Raxeth, my man, hope all is well with you. Took some losses throughout the day, but was able to catch that bounce. And today I'm still working on finding consistency. And that takes time, Raxeth. That takes time. It's the last thing, right? Like going from being a losing trader to a sometimes profitable trader is hard, but going from a inconsistently profitable trader to a consistently profitable trader is like the final boss. It's the final step, right? And it's very, very difficult, but stick with it. You know, you've made it this far already, so you might as well see it through to the very end. But yeah, that can be difficult. But days like today, if you know what you're doing and you can find the setups as, you know, before they're happening or as they're happening, again, 2 or 3 days like this a month can make your entire month, as long as you don't give away on the other days, right? I won't put it up now because I don't have it ready, but the Jesse Livermore quote where he says, "It was never my market timing necessarily that made me money." I'm paraphrasing, but it was my sitting. It was knowing when to, basically saying knowing when to trade and when not to trade. Most of the last 3 days, guys, other than maybe yesterday afternoon, not very good trading. Okay, so you could be somebody who made $3,000 today, but if you gave away $1,500 on Monday and $1,700 on Tuesday, and maybe you didn't do anything on Wednesday, you're down for the week. Okay, so on days when especially like Monday and Tuesday, where they weren't good for scalpers, weren't good for momentum traders, weren't good for like intraday swing traders. If you give away a bunch of money on those days, it doesn't always matter what you do on days like today, because you're starting a couple thousand in the hole, or you blow out an eval on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, and maybe you're halfway to passing today, but then you're going to force something tomorrow. Don't force something. These days come, guys. They come in sometimes in bunches. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, but if you're trying to make $5,000 trading per month, right, which is a really nice place to start, okay, you can do that in, you know, if you have like, let's say 7 or 8 days that are losers, but they're not big losers, and 7 or 8 days that are winners, but in decent sized winners, and just don't give the money away on days when trading is just not, like, you know, again, Monday, Tuesday, not conducive to a lot of momentum trading. Today, very much so. Yesterday afternoon, very much so. So learning to see these opportunities as they're happening and before they're happening is very key to being a successful trader. Okay, Till says, unfortunately blew my eval today. Psychology is so hard for me. I'm profitable in backtesting, but can't seem to find consistency in live markets. And again, that's something I'm going to be talking about in the webinar tonight, Till, so I hope you're able to attend at 7 Eastern. But it's having setups and trading those setups when you see them. And that is trading, right? It's very hard to stay disciplined in those setups, right? Like I have a setup that calls basically for, let's say, 18 to 20 handles of profit in the NQ for about 15 handles, or 12 to 15 handles stop loss, right? And if I'm bailing out of trades early, either on the stop end or the profit end, I have no knowledge or no idea if my system is working or not, right? I have to sit there and I have to let it hit my profit targets or have to let it hit my stops, because if it's consistently hitting my stops, I know the system doesn't work, right? And I can go back to the drawing board on it, or maybe it's just in a cold streak. If you're just willy-nilly in and out of trades without any sort of game plan, you have no idea what your strengths and weaknesses even are, all right? So the psychology is a big part of it, but it's also about having setups, whether it's a pattern or whatever the case may be, and having very specific entry rules, exit rules, money management rules, entry triggers, exit, all of that, right? And to do those and to execute those and to find your edge through those is the whole name of the game, right? Wait for your, DDK said it right there. Wait for your exact setup and criteria. Didn't take that long the last hours. My criteria did not line up, and that's cool, right? Matt, I was thinking I listed on 2 times speed. Please never take amphetamines. I will do that. But I got to pack a lot into a 30-minute show every day, Scalping with Tom. So don't watch. If you're watching this on playback and like 3 or 4 times, I'm going to give you a headache. So, yeah. Well, actually, Till, you said, I feel like the human interpretation is needed, though, and it can be to a degree, but keep in mind, what is the human aspect of the markets? Emotion. And we don't want that in our decision-making. It's natural to have emotions, but no, you should not. Your emotions should not feed into your setups. If you see 2 setups that are exactly according to your trading, your setup, like you have playbook A, and playbook A calls for these 3 things to happen, and then the 4th is the trigger. And you see that, you have to take it if that's one of your setups and one of your systems. There shouldn't be any human interpretation to that. If you're leading, human interpretation is and let me explain what I mean by that. Human interpretation is not looking at a chart and saying this is an engulfing candle or it's not. That's not a human interpretation. It either is an engulfing candle or it's not. It's a 1 or a 0. It's a binary. Okay, looking at a sunrise and saying, "Oh, that's very pretty." That's a human interpretation. Okay, there's emotional responses. So be very, very careful how you define that, and be very, very careful how you let that influence your trading. Well, out of the corner of my eye, the chat is really going here, guys. All right, I'm gonna give you guys about a 5-minute warning to fill out the survey. For those of you that are new, at the top of the okay, apologies there, guys. Something dropped out very briefly. I think I am back. Yes, I believe I am back. Yeah, you know what? There's been some internet infrastructure things in the Chicagoland area today. Thank you, Comcast. Nothing's gone out, but it's something was weird. So I apologize. If that ever happens, guys, usually I see it. I'm able to correct it as long as my internet does not drop off. We're good to go. Obviously, we'll do giveaways when we can. If the show ever freezes, I'm always recording these in addition to streaming them. In fact, we had to do that once. I recorded something because my internet dropped out. I was able to upload the show later, and you guys still get the same great knowledge on demand. So, yeah, I'm back. Y'all can't get rid of me that damn easy, right? All right, guys. So I will take your questions for about 2 or 3 more minutes, and then we will spin the wheel o' names. I also do want to remind you guys, Blue Sky does have a sale going on right now, Memorial Day sale. Premium and static accounts are 50% off. So they have 5 accounts here, guys. All 5 of them are 50% off right now. You guys are always begging for those static sales, and I don't blame you because those are great accounts. And this is the lowest price they ever offer them at. So 50% off. Use code May50OFF, all caps. That expires 1 week from tomorrow. Which I believe is the last day of the month. We need the sarcasm services. Can't live without them. T.O., I am here. It is just one service that I offer, right? Out of many. All right. Well, first of all, I got to check. Have you guys fulfilled your duty of likes? 123. Yes, you have. You guys have done your part. We will do our part. So I appreciate that. All right. So I will give you, like I said, I will take a couple more questions. Then we will go ahead and fire off our giveaway. Again, we're giving away 2 shirts, 4 evals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at all those bells. Love those bells. Yeah, great number in here today. I mean, listen, I know we've done a lot of giveaways this week, guys, but I appreciate some of the notes some of you guys send when you don't have a question, just complimenting the show and all that. And it's a great team effort around here. This is I do a lot of the grunt work on the show and produce the show and all that, but the Blue Sky guys do a great job of queuing us up with emails and giveaways and all that stuff to get you here. Come for the giveaways, stay for the knowledge, and hopefully, like I said, we've announced all the giveaways this week, guys. Some days we don't announce them. Some days we do. We've done hour-long flash sales that we only give out the code on this this show before. We also just do the show sometimes and don't give away anything. And the people that show up get that knowledge. So hopefully that can help you with that. Wahoo, Nebraska, it's home of Letterman's Top 10. Okay, so Mike finally gets the gag. So actually, yeah, I used to fall asleep with David Letterman when I was a kid. I always enjoyed Letterman. That was his thing. The top 10 list from the home office in Wahoo, Nebraska. It wasn't always in Wahoo, Nebraska. It was in a bunch of different places. So you can Google that. It's a lot of fun. But somebody finally got that. So. Oh, great question, Mike. Matt, do you think it's healthy to take a few weeks off? I plan to enjoy my kids' summer break with them. So, Mike. Yeah, absolutely. If financially you're doing all right, and if you feel like you either need to take a few weeks off or want to, by all means do that. You can also just cut back, do maybe an hour to two of trading per day. And I don't know your style or system or how many trades, so that plays a role as well. But there is nothing wrong with taking a little time off if you want it. I had a big vacation. This was before we did this show back in October. I was down in Hilton Head, South Carolina for 3 weeks. I traded for a week and did basically a normal schedule for a week. The second week I was there, I traded for about 2 hours in the mornings when I first woke up. By lunchtime, I had my second drink in my hand on the beach. And the third week, I did not do a damn thing except stay buzzed for most of the time. So, yeah, kids, family, man, that shit always comes first. Absolutely. So do what you need to do for your family, right? All right. So what else we got here? Thoughts on quitting a job to be able to commit to learning to trade futures, i.e. before being profitable. I did that. Biggest mistake of my life. One of. Okay? Honestly, that's really tough to do because you put yourself in a position of needing to be successful. Now, if you can take a week's vacation or, that's real. Making melodies, that's really, really tough to do. And it puts a lot of pressure on yourself. Ultimately, you know what's best for you and what you need to do, so I'm not going to tell you should do this or should do this because I don't know, and don't put in the chat. I don't know how old you are, where you're from, or what your family situation and financial situations are. I really get a good few months or year in of learning and practicing and being profitable on paper or in an eval before you quit your job. I did that, guys, and it almost wrecked me. It almost effing wrecked me. So please, I come on this show so you guys won't make the same mistakes that I do. Please do not do that. Unless for some reason you have a really nice nest egg and you can afford it and nobody's relying on you for income or something. Just be very, very careful. Okay. New to Blue Sky. Keep the try it with a part. Yeah, there's really good advice in there. Really good advice in there. Ashad said NQ versus CL versus GC work the same. One price action strategy can make it successful. Okay. All those instruments trade a little differently, guys. Learn the behavior of any asset that you trade or asset class, right? When I decided I wanted to trade futures, I wanted to day trade futures. I had been a successful stock and options trader for about 4 or 5 years leading up to that. I spent almost 6 months where I didn't make a trade. I just watched the markets every day. I made some mental trades, maybe a few sim trades, but it was 6 months before I was seriously saying, okay, now I'm going to be a futures trader. And then I simmed for it was almost 9 months, guys, from the time I started watching the futures markets every day to the time I made my first real money trade, and it was 2 micros. And I wish it was 1, right? So learn what you're trading before you trade it. Learn GC, CL, ES, NQ, YM, ZNZB, NG, they all act differently. Okay, so spend at least a few weeks watching those and testing out your strategy. If you have a strategy that works great on ES, maybe it works on GC, maybe it doesn't. Okay, so you've got to take the time and put in the work for that. You got to put in the work in this game, guys. There's no exceptions to that. I don't care what your style is. Maybe you find a really nice indicator or auto trading strategy or whatever the case may be. That's fine. I'm not saying those are good or bad or whatever. I'm just saying you still have to put in the work to know what you're doing in this business. Too many people come in and think they're going to be, millionaires in 3 or 4 weeks. It's going to take time. It's going to take you a good full year before you even feel comfortable doing this. I'm not saying you can't be profitable within that year. Some people do. Some people don't. But it's going to take you a full year. All right, guys. So signups are now closed. It is now time to spin the wheel of names. So let me get this loaded up. A little different today, guys. We're not using, obviously everybody only had 1 entry. And we're not using handles today. We're using first names and last initials. So if you win, Again, give Blue Sky at least 3 business days to reach out. So we are spinning the wheel twice. Get this stupid ad out of here. Or excuse me, twice for T-shirts, 4 times for evals of your choice. And everybody only has 1 entry this time. So a little cleaner wheel today. All right? So I got to get a spin that wheel before we spin that wheel, guys. Oh, look at that. Michael has not let me down. Spin that wheel. All right, here we go. Oh, I do want to answer Winky's question. How many years of trading do you see people becoming profitable and consistent on average? Usually about 2 to 3, Winky. Again, does not mean you can't make some money in the meantime. Again, the funded trader account, the prop firms like Blue Sky, they give you access to capital, and hopefully you can be. But to feel really calm, consistent, and comfortable, it's going to be at least 2 years. At least it was about 2 years for me. So, all right, guys, here we go. First 2 spins are for Blue Sky T-shirts. The first winner of a Blue Sky T-shirt is Bright L. Congratulations, Bright L. And we hope you enjoy your Blue Sky T-shirt. Girly girl, I'm on my 3rd year, so I'm close. Yeah, okay, that's great. Are you? I mean, profitability aside, Gigi, hopefully you're at least more comfortable now than when you were you first started. All right, second spin of the wheel, guys, for another Blue Sky T-shirt. Let's let that wheel roll around here. And the second and final winner of a Blue Sky T-shirt is Jamie M. Congratulations, Jamie. You have received will receive a free Blue Sky T-shirt. All right, guys, it is time. 4 spins of the wheel for 4 free 1-month subscriptions to the Blue Sky eval of your choice. Okay? And again, please give Blue Sky till at least Tuesday to reach out on these. Here we go. 4 spins of the wheel. Spin number 1. Who wins our first eval of the day? Round and round she goes. Here she stops. It goes to Aaliyah G. Aaliyah, congratulations. You have won a free Blue Sky eval of your choice. Within the next 3 business days, Blue Sky will be in contact to set you up. The second of 4 free Blue Sky evals goes to Christopher V. Christopher V, congratulations. You have won a Blue Sky eval. All right, guys, 2 spins of the wheel down for evals. 2 spins to go. Here is our third of 4 spins. Who will be our winner today? Congratulations goes to Louis D. Louis D, congratulations. You have won a free Blue Sky eval. All right, guys. So we have given away 8 Blue Sky evals this week. This is the 9th and final. All right. So here is the final spin for a winner today for a Blue Sky eval. And our final winner for the week is Jessica S. Jessica, congratulations. You have won a Blue Sky eval. Thanks to everyone for tuning in this week, man. We've had a fun, exciting week of trading, or at least the last couple days. Fun, exciting week on the show. Everything has been fantastic. So we gave away 2 evals on Tuesday, 3 yesterday, 4 today. Tomorrow, we don't have a show tomorrow. We don't do shows on Friday. I'm not trying to be here working at 3 o'clock on a Friday. I know you guys are probably, if you made some money the last couple of days, guys, protect your profits on a Friday, all right? So thank you very much. I really appreciate everyone tuning in for another edition of Beyond the Bell. Have a great weekend. Feel free to say hi or reach out in the Discord if you like, and I will see you guys on Monday. Good night.